How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna have a look at the brand new DC Multiverse Batman of Earth -44, the Murder Machine. Essentially, a Batman who's been infected by the Alfred Protocol and is unable to feel fear or sorrow. Thanks, Barbatos, for bringing him to this world, you jerk. Anywho, the packaging that you're looking at here is the same as with all the rest of McFarlane's DC Multiverse figures. Very simple, black, white, and blue, with the name of the character in bolded in big letters on the one side, Batman of Earth 44, Dark Knight's Metal. Kinda wish they had a wrote Murder Machine on the box, but I do understand why they didn't. These are sold in the toy aisle, while the other side of the box has pretty much the same information, only the window just extends around the other side. And the back has an image of the Murder Machine, along with other figures you can get in the series. And now out of the package, here's everything that we got on the inside. The figure, the trading card, this here mechanical tentacle, and the figure stand that he's standing on currently. The trading card that comes in the package is par for the course, in that it's the exact same picture as the back of the package. Having the card reversed, we can see the data file on the back of the card. Feel free to pause and read that if you'd like to. And of course, he comes with a par for the course McFarlane Toys DC figure stand. While the figure itself looks nothing short of fantastic. The figure's highly detailed, very, very well sculpted, and the articulation points up his torso that connect his lower area to his abdomen and his abdomen to his upper torso area. Well, those articulation points are hidden really, really well. This is a figure with a lot of really smooth flow to it. And there isn't really much in the way of paint apps, but so far, I mean, everything looks like it's gone where it's supposed to. Most of the blue has ended up inside the cracks where it's supposed to be. Turning the figure around and seeing him from a reverse angle, you can see that the detail is just as fantastic looking. The seams look very, very well hidden on the torso, and the paint apps, again, they look pretty darn good for the price point. You have to remember, this is a $19.99 figure in the States, so, I mean, you're definitely getting $19 worth of figure here, for sure. The blue and orange bat on his chest right there actually stands out really nicely, and the bat is painted really, really well. Same thing with the shoulder pauldrons. I like the fact that the paint is actually really well applied there on top of these, because, let's face it, these could have been a little bit of a disaster. The head sculpt really is a very good match for the source material, that being Dark Knight's Metal, and I think that McFarlane has done a fantastic job, and of note, you can see the eyes, they're actually painted really, really well. There's not a lot of slop going on here. So a very, very well done, crisp rendition of this character, for sure. Now the interchangeable mechanical tentacle fingers hand actually just pops very easily. You just take the peg off like that, and then pop the mechanical one on like that, and ta-da! I do think that, okay, that is a little bit weird looking though. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it looks better if we just pop it onto this hand. Yeah, that looks better for some reason. Which one's supposed to be his thumb? I can't tell. I really don't know which hand this is supposed to go on. At this point, you may be wondering exactly how well articulated the Murder Machine is, so let's find out together. The head is on a ball peg, so there's where it attaches to the body. Oh, look at that, and I have to amend my review right in the middle. They didn't actually paint his eyes. They're a separate piece that fits on the inside. Oh, okay, well that's really clever. I like that. And we get a better look at that neck detail, too. Anywho, as I was saying, head's on a ball joint, and it actually gets a pretty good rounded range of motion there. Butterfly hinges and rounded hinges in the armpits there, a pretty darn good range of motion, and I like how the butterfly hinges are also detailed as well. That's the range back. They don't help too much with how far in his arms go though, and that's about how far up they're gonna go. And whatever lack of range of movement we do get, it's not because of the pauldrons, because they're soft rubber and they're attached by these little pegs right here. You've also got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and they actually click into place. So they'll hold their pose quite nicely, and they crunch up pretty swell as well. He's got the McFarlane fan favorite ugly ball joint in the wrist. At least it's highly usable. I will give it that. Let's put his torso to the test. So you've got the articulation here, and it's a ball joint. Oh, look at that. I like how the figure, again, looks seamless underneath there. It doesn't get anything in the way of forward motion. Absolutely anything. And its rear motion is about that. And that's about what you're going to get from the side to side. So even pushing it, that's roughly what you get. And then the waist articulation is definitely better. Again, a lot of round and definitely a lot of being, you know, he can lean back, way back, but forward, this figure definitely lacks in that ability. Like, heaven forbid this Batman ever had to tie his shoes. The inner groin of this figure is connected with that McFarlane Toys rotatey hingy system. It does a little bit of rotation like that. So yeah, there is a lot of articulation at the top of the legs here. And Also for the knees, because he's got those double jointed knees. And the articulation picks up again down here at the ankles with that rounded pivoty ball hinge and toe articulation. For comparison, I figured I would bring in a modified version of a Detective Comics 1000 Batman, and then also the Batman Who Laughs on the other side. And I think that these three actually scale well together. I'm not sure if it's exactly accurate, but I think so. And next we have a Multiverse Arkham Asylum Batman, and then a DC Essentials Classic Batman. Ooh, you could really get into some good multiversal photography with these three. And then just for funsies, we have the Mafex Hush Batman and the DC Universe Classic Scale Batman on the other side. So now that we've came this far in the video and we've looked at absolutely everything, the packaging, the figure, the accessories, the articulation, its comparability with some other Batman figures, do I think that this guy is worth the time, effort, and funds to go and track him down in your local Walmart, Target, or Toys R Us if you live in Canada? Possibly GameStop or EB Games? Heck yeah there, boy! I think this guy is fantastic. I think he looks great. He's going to display fantastically on the shelf with the rest of my Multiverse figures. If you're into action figure photography, I think that he'll do probably about 90% of what you want. As I've mentioned, the torso certainly could have some better articulation, but all in all, I certainly think it's about a 98% pass for me. Not passing on the figure, but I mean it passes with flying colors. You know what I mean. So if you see this guy hanging on the pegs and you're waiting for him to go on sale, don't hesitate. Pick him up now. He's not going to be a peg warmer like Detective Comics 1000 Batman. He's absolutely going to be sought after because I don't think he's going to be heavy packed, and those of us who have read the storyline will probably be trying to find him. And hey, it's always a good idea to get there before the scalpers, right? Anyway, have yourself a fantastic, super awesome DC day, and I'll see you with the next one. Take care.